Hello everybody, Rafael de Lima here. One more episode of the Limas. I don't know, the Limas 2019, something like that. I'm so sorry, I'm on my Nike outfit because that's how I travel. I just came back from London for the WSET classes we had. I came straight to the bar, didn't even sleep or anything. And now before I go home and have a well-deserved nap until tomorrow, I want to take this wine as an example of how messy our appellations and DOCs and all that stuff are. The stereotypes about this specific region, and a great example of the opposite of the stereotype of the region. So if I would ask you, what do you know about Vinho Verde region? You would probably say light, fizzy white and horrible red. It's probably what you would say. So that's why today I'm actually choosing this one. But first I'm going to start with the stereotypes. So the stereotype is Vinho Verde region, they only produce very light-bodied, under 11.5 ABV, spritzy whites, which is what the Vinho Verde regions requires. You can't have more than 11.5. If you're going to label it as Vinho Verde, if you classify it as a Vinho Verde, you can't have more than 11.5 ABV. 11.5, sorry. Bear with me, today is going to be a rough episode. And so people start to build that that thought that Vinho Verde, it's only white, light, spritzy. And then you taste some great Alvarinhos from Monsanto Malgasso, 12.5, 13, 13.5 ABV, extremely flavorful, concentrated, that are just beautiful. They're outstanding. Some of them are amazing. So it's funny when I have people that come here and we do tastings, and I always do my tastings blind. People don't know what they're tasting until they tell me what they like. It's funny to hear people say that they dislike something, and then at the end I uncover the bottle and they're like, oh, I just said I didn't like this. Yeah, because you've been drinking bad stuff. So we have that reputation, and then you give Alvarinho from Monsanto Malgasso to people and they are amazed by the quality of it. And they're like, wow, this has nothing to do with the rest of Vinho Verde. And I'm like, yeah, that's why the appellation itself, it's kind of messy. It doesn't really represent what's going on inside the region. And then this is where we come to this example. So Monsanto Malgasso produced Alvarinho. If I'm not mistaken, from 2020 or 2021, any region in the country will be able to produce and label Alvarinho. It will not be a feature of Monsanto Malgasso anymore. And so then people build that second stereotype. Only Monsanto Malgasso has great Alvarinho. And the other day, I got this from a friend, and this is a 2010. A beautiful expression of batonnaged wine, already showing tertiary characters, already showing some aging side of it. And it's an Alvarinho from Valença, which is the small town just before you reach Monsanto. So it's funny to see now the second stereotype of I give this to Alvarinho producers to taste, and they're like, wow, this is good stuff, what it is. And I'm like, it's Alvarinho. And they're like, well, Monsanto Malgasso. I'm like, no, Valença, man. And then they're like, bah, whatever. Why do you say whatever? You just said you liked the wine. So it's funny, back in London, yesterday, we were talking about the importance of appellations and the consumers being somehow looking for varieties instead of the appellation itself. Like, there's a lot of debate going on about this. And the truth is that when you give this wine blind, man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 medals in very famous tastings. So that's the beauty. That's the beauty of blind tasting. And I really hope that if you ever come to Portugal, or if you're lucky enough to have some Portuguese wine in your local wine shop or whatever, try to slowly forget Vinho Verde as cheap, light, fizzy white, and don't eliminate it from your mind, because that's what most of them are, but that's where you find great values. This bottle costs retail shop about 13, 14 euros. When I give this blind to people, most people are like, man, this should be like 35, 40, 45 euros a bottle. This is an extremely undervalued wine. I have 3 bottles of them at back at home, just laying down, chilling. I'm pretending I don't have them because they're just beautiful. So yeah, I challenge you to do that. Go to your local wine shop and tell them, hey, I want a Vinho Verde, but not a classic Vinho Verde. I want that great Vinho Verde that is undervalued, because people still follow stereotypes instead of real wine quality. I leave you with this. This was a short one. I'm going to bed, I'm going to sleep, and hopefully during this week I'm going to have time to make some more wine videos. Enjoy!